On a July evening in '94, a great crowd gathered just inside this door. And they lit the flame that's still burning bright, and it's guided us all here tonight. They spoke of the Corncrake and of Kieran Hill, the broad majestic Shannon and old Waller's Mill. They varied in ages, some since gone to heaven. There was one 63 and the youngest 11. They recited words of greatness from Shelley, Keats and Yeats. Some joked they must be listening from beyond the pearly gates, sending strength and inspiration to readers young and old, as tales of myth and legend from the pallet they were told. Now our town, it was quite different then from how it is today. 'Twas Father Seamus McKeown we listened to when we went to church to pray. A quiet, unassuming man, whom not by much seemed fazed, as he drove his old red car, which had certainly seen better days. Now the Drama Club in Banagher, 'twas a group to be admired. That year the group presented the love of Cass Maguire. May Lantry, Brendan Dolan, Billy Burke and Susan Trod, some actors still performing. God bless those gone to God. That year brought heavy sorrow to the lovely County Clare. 3 corpses sadly taken from a forest wild and bare. The lovely Imelda Riney, and Liam her lovely son, and poor Father Walsh of Clonford, killed in the bright May sun. If you live by the sword, you must die by it too. In the year '94, that certainly was true. The General, Martin Cahill, while driving it is said, brought down in a hail of bullets, and in an instant he was dead. The All-Ireland Football Championship that year was County Down, beating Dublin in the final to take the champions' crown. And the cup went north to Ulster for the 4th year in a row. But for drama and excitement, to the hurling we will go. 'Twas Offaly played Limerick, in a game that seemed so lost, but the faithful kept on fighting with no thought of counting cost. With the clock shown 65, and behind by all 5 scores, and all that could be heard from the hill was the bloody Limerick roars. Then up stepped Johnny Dooley on the 21-yard line, and how he shook the net we'll not forget. Now we're only 2 behind. What happened next was magic, as the story did unfold. A 6-point victory for Co.Offaly, for the green, the white and gold. Now when World News Mandela led Africa south, at home Bertie stepped in when the true Albert Reynolds out. Lisa Marie married Michael Jackson, though that wasn't to last. Kurt Cobain was found dead from his own shotgun blast. In the state of Virginia, the judge was told of an outrageous event that one night did unfold. How a girl called Arena and her husband John Wayne, with a long carving knife she inflicted the pain. After a night on the town, he was home and abusing. She said, "My dear man, for a bruising you're cruising." So when he fell asleep, oh such a crime 'twas heinous, she whipped out his knife and she chopped off his penis. You could travel from Britain to France underground as they opened the tunnel, the largest around. While in Gloucester that year, crimes more vile than the rest. 12 women were murdered by Rose and Fred West. The summer brought colour as Jack brought his team to the Football World Cup to follow his dream. With Bonner in goals, there was Irwin and Keane, and Moran and McGrath, well, they were still on the scene. And never forget Houghton's goal, what a thrill, as he beat the Italians on a score 1-0. In the American sunshine, they battled so much, till the final 16, sent home by the Dutch. We had more luck in Dublin, in April that year, when the Point Depot rocked with music and cheer, the 39th Eurovision, in the top music hall, won by Rock and Roll Kids, sung by Charlie and Paul. By the banks of the Shannon, back home on the prairie, we gathered to welcome our President Mary, the First Lady of Ireland. She came to the town to open the visitor centre in the west end of town. Brendan Moran went to Texas, to Eddie's darling wife. Brendan Regan went to Lusma, he said it was only half the price. Tony McGee retired that summer after service on the beat. A lifetime spent in Banagher, 36 years on our streets. And for every spark ignited, another one goes out. We lost good friends in Banagher, of that there's little doubt. Billy Dalton, Kieran Coakley, and poor old Tommy Woods, all left to meet their maker and to sample heaven's goods. So as we sit tonight in Banagher and embrace the spoken word, and reflect on journeys taken and people we adored, the flame that's burning brightly, where the Shannon waters flow, was lit right here in Corrigans, 17 short years ago.